Good morning, Cornerstone. Down here in the park again. It's Friday morning. It's a public holiday, which is very exciting. Actually, as I say that, I know that for some people, depending on where you live in Brisbane, it's not a public holiday. So commiserations. I'm sorry for the joy and excitement as I celebrate a public holiday here. But you probably got one on Monday or another day. There's no way Australians miss out on a public holiday. We'll get it somewhere. Hey, I just thought I'd follow up, say g'day and follow up the email I sent out earlier in the week, just about some happenings that are going on across the weekend. Today, actually, we're trying to take advantage of the public holiday, and we're a bunch of people going fishing. There has been this subculture. I think it might have always existed, and I'm just like tapping into it, mostly through Micah. This fishing subculture. A whole bunch of people are going to go and wet a line, and actually Helen O'Gorman is one of the most passionate and knowledgeable fisher people in our midst, and she's promised to be like our fishing guide, to take us to some of her secret places. I'm not sure how secret they are, although she did say she wasn't going to tell us where they were, she was going to take us there. So a bunch of us are meeting at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Anyone's welcome to come along. We're going to go for a fish up there. Even if you just want a day at the coast, you're most welcome to come. I've got a link below to a Facebook post which has got some details. But 3 p.m, Mooloolaba Fish Market. Come along, it's going to be fun. This Sunday night is the second of our live worship nights. We know there's a real hunger, a real yearning for us to be worshipping together. It's the thing that is difficult to produce, as wonderful as the team, Charlie and the team, have been at doing worship and recording that. It's not quite the same. I know a lot of life groups have started their own live worship, which is fantastic. But every second week from now on, until we stop, we're going to meet on Sunday nights, primarily from 6:30, where the agenda is just to encounter God, and the worship team will be there, and we're going to linger a little bit longer, and we'll start at 6:30 and go for about an hourish or so, but just really the agenda is encountering God, doing it together, and you're most welcome to come. We just ask you that because of the COVID realities, we can't have more than 75 people in the room, so you need to register. There's a link below, as well as the Facebook post for the fishing. There's a link below where you just need to register to let us know. Look, you can, if you forget and you want to turn up and run the risk of turning up, the only downside would be if we've got more than 75 people, unfortunately you wouldn't be able to come. I hope that's not the case, but it would just help us to register. So that's happening tonight. Hey, look, the last thing I just wanted to pick up, talk about, is just about life groups. Actually, in the next 3 weeks or so, Josh and I are picking up a little bit of a mini-series. Josh's message last week, I'm not sure if you saw it. I really, really encourage you to check it out. He talked from Matthew, where Jesus talks about the yoke, that, you know, the yoke was an old-fashioned bit of farm machinery that used to tie together the ox. And Jesus says, come to me, my yoke, the thing that ties you to me, is easy. The burden is light and easy. And Josh talked about that to say, as part of that yoke that ties us to Jesus, he talked about the vertical relationship. There's this horizontal relationship with each other, and they're linked. And we want to talk about that because Josh, using this metaphor, sort of said that the COVID experience has been a little bit like taking that yoke, removing that yoke for a season. And as we've been doing that, we think it's a good time to kind of refashion that, to make sure it really is light and easy and fit for purpose, because the Church of Jesus Christ has a purpose in the world, and that comes out of our unity together. So we're digging into that in the next couple of weeks, and this weekend I'm doing a message that's going to be a little bit different, little bit like the last time I preached, where I'm going to go to a couple of different places around the city, and talk about some experiences from my life, and get you in your groups, because I know most of us are now meeting in life groups or in smaller groups during the week, but even if you're home by yourself or one or two others, get us to just reflect on the impact of living, intentional living, yoked together. And we're going to sort of think and pray through that. It's going to be a little bit interactive. We're going to try something a little bit different. So I really hope you can tune into that. And again, we're we're encouraging people to be a part of life groups in this season, because that is the primary, it's like the primary engine of the church. So if you're not a part of one and you want to plug in, please contact Cameron and Christy Mesa or one of the pastors, and we'd as I put in the letter, we've never had more options. Meeting online, meeting during the week, meeting on Sunday morning. There's never been more options, which is a sneaky way for a pastor to say there kind of never been less excuses as well to be a part of a face-to-face group of people meeting together and sharing life. So we'd love to help you out, because we just think it's really important. I need to go back, get the fishing gear together, and prepare to not catch fish. That's on the agenda today, and I'm going to enjoy every single minute of it. I hope you're going to enjoy the day, whatever you're doing, and look forward to connecting over the weekend. Bless you guys. See you soon.